And Lexi's just sitting there going like, hi, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my recap of episode 8 of Love Always, streaming on Paramount Plus. I also recap Love Island, Temptation Island, and The Big D, so if you're into any of those, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when my recaps are live. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so thank you in advance for your support. Last episode, we ended on this weird cliffhanger of this fight after the elimination where Mark was angry and throwing his phone, and then Cyprian was like going up and telling Josh that Mark wants to fight him, and Josh was like, what is happening? I still don't understand this. Even throughout this episode, I don't understand what happened. But it's a lot of so-and-so said that you were talking behind their backs and talking bad about them to Lexi. And it's a lot of that, and it's very childish, very high school. And it really isn't super duper important. Mark admits that he jumped to conclusions and he's sorry. The guys sort their shit out and they're fine now. That's one thing I like about guys, is that it's not very drawn out, generally speaking. It's like, okay, let's explode and then we're done. With girls, it's a little bit different, as we shall see in this episode. Sienna and Jamie are arguing, and Jamie's like, if you're not into Lexi, then you should end it. And it's a lot of this like back and forth of, I don't know what's the truth here. And then we see a shot of Lexi and Jamie in the confessional booth, and Jamie's telling Lexi, no, you got this all wrong. Sienna's coming on to me. And so Lexi's like, well, I don't know what to believe here, because Jamie's saying Sienna's coming on to her, and then Sienna's saying vice versa. Meanwhile, who's here for Lexi? If neither one of them are here for Lexi, she should boot them both. The next morning, Jamie does do a little, like, nice little date for Lexi. She and her take, or maybe it was that night or whatever, I don't know. But she makes a drawing, or they make a drawing together of little things that represent their relationship. So something they talked about the beach, so they drew a little wave on the paper. And then there was something else, so they drew like a sunshine. It's their own little collage of drawings that represent little things in their relationship. The next day, there's a challenge, and it's called the red flag. It's like capture the red flag, but the flag is Lexi. So what they had to do was like go through an obstacle course and protect Lexi as the other team is throwing paintballs at them. And then they had to capture flags as they were going, collect flags as they were going through the obstacle course. And whichever team protected Lexi the best wins one-on-one dates with her. All in all, Jasmine and Josh win because Lexi was on the, like, used the pool to their advantage and didn't get as many paintballs than the other team. They go on a bowling date, and Lexi is horrible. She's used to using bumper bowling. So the Jasmine and Josh try and show her how to bowl. Jasmine gets her fries because Lexi loves French fries. And then Josh kind of like wraps around and tries to show Lexi how to bowl. You know, that move where it's like, oh, let me show you how to golf. Let me show you how to bowl. Let me wrap my arms around you and show you how it's done. Slick. There is some tension between Jasmine and Josh. And again, I'm not sure why. I think this has to do with the he said, she said, somebody is talking behind your back, but I heard it from a third party, nothing really concrete. Whatever. I don't really know. Back at the house, the losing team of Sienna, Jamie, Cyprian, and Mark decide to make their own little date for Lexi for when she comes back, because the other team has had a lot of one-on-one time with her. So now this team wants to have a lot more one-on-one time with her. So they decide to make a blanket pillow fort, which was amazing. And I was so jealous and I wanted to jump in it too. So they made a pillow fort, and then they wrote down a bunch of questions and put them in like a jar or something. And all of these questions related to their childhood or growing up or their family or something like that. So that when Lexi came back, that team, Josh and Jasmine, were not allowed in. They all sat around in a circle in the fort, and they all took turns pulling out questions and answering them. And then some people answered the same questions and some didn't. And so we have Lexi's parents, when they got divorced, they took her to Build-A-Bear as her consolation prize. Cyprian's a smell that reminds him of childhood is lavender because it was by his house. Mark used to live by a forest, so the foresty pine kind of scent is something that reminds him of childhood. And Jamie would tell her younger self to never give up. After this fun, Mark, he said that he talked to Anthony as his matchmaker mentor, and he's trying to get out of the friend zone. So Mark brings Lexi a poem and a rose for her to try and get out of the friend zone. Josh, Jasmine, Mark, and Cyprian all finally have a chat around the big table, and they talk about this he said, she said nonsense and this whole tense fight that's going on. And I couldn't understand it. It doesn't really matter. Jasmine apologized. People think Josh has a plan, and honestly, his plan is probably just to like be with Lexi. So if he has to throw other people under the bus, he's gonna do it. But it's confusing, and I don't care about the high school drama. The meat of this episode involves Sienna and Jamie. Lexi is tired of this Jamie said, Sienna said, blah, 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 blah. So she wants to get to the bottom of this, and she wants to have a conversation with both of them together, all trying to get everything out in the open. Jamie says it's unfair that she keeps getting the blame for this whole relationship because Sienna is the one who's coming on to her, and Sienna threatened to tell Lexi, and she's like, oh, if you want to play, Jamie, let's play. Why would you say that I'm the one coming on to you when you're the one who's coming on to me? And it's just like, they're just throwing it back in each other's faces, but we have legitimately heard Sienna saying that I don't care about Lexi, that I will leave with you if you leave. So we know for a fact that Sienna is sus. Jamie, I'm not sure about because it hasn't been as obvious. I don't know. I'm not going to say one way or the other. But there's this back and forth, and Lexi's just sitting there going like, because they're ping-ponging, throwing insults and accusations back and forth at each other. But what does come out is that Jamie and Sienna did kiss. There is this whole, did you kiss or did she kiss? But it doesn't matter. They kissed. Lexi's shocked and hurt and lied to and doesn't believe what either one of them are saying. So she leaves. Sienna and Jamie continue the conversation into their bedroom. And Sienna says, yes, I still have feelings for you, Jamie. Jamie, however, says, no, I don't have feelings for you. I think it's because Jamie is more of an introvert, and what she does is when she's hurt or worried, she shuts off. So I don't think it's she doesn't have feelings for Sienna. I think she won't allow herself to acknowledge those feelings for Sienna. Smarty pants. Sienna also says that there was more that they should have told Lexi, and I don't know what that is. I know it probably ain't good for Lexi. At the elimination, after all this drama, nothing really has gotten solved. So we're at the elimination, and Lexi specifically saves Cyprian and Josh. And I'm very happy for both of them because I love Cyprian. He seems very, very nice and very willing to help other people. And he also seems very into Lexi. And Josh, even though people say he has a plan or is saying something, I don't know. I really like his connection with Lexi so far, more so than I liked any of the other people. So we'll see if he's playing a game or if he's legit. Lexi breaks down crying before she announces the bottom. Her bottom two are Jamie, again, because she doesn't trust her and because of the whole thing with Sienna. And the second person is Mark, because she just feels friend vibes. Meanwhile, Sienna's like, I'm safe? What? How am I safe? Like, after all of that happened, all that shit went down, Sienna's standing there safe. So Lexi cries. She pulls her matchmakers over to the side, and she's like, I legitimately don't know what to do. And she's crying over there with the matchmakers. Meanwhile, at the elimination, Sienna is whispering back and forth with Jamie, saying like, look, give me a reason, and I will walk away with you right now. So Sienna is pretty much just asking Jamie for validation that she feels something for Sienna too. Like, Sienna doesn't want to leave for nothing. So Sienna's like, okay, well, if Jamie doesn't have feelings for me, I'm going to shoot my shot with Lexi. But if Jamie has feelings for me, let's go. Let's leave together. So she just needs that that go ahead, I think. And then she'll book it with Jamie. Jamie, I don't know. I don't know where she is. I don't know if she likes Sienna or likes Lexi. She seems to be making an effort with Lexi, but the past with Sienna and then the lying and the back and forth, I just don't know. I don't know. And then Mark, poor Mark. Mark's trying to get out of the friend zone, but I just don't see it happening. And then after he raged out, that was an unattractive look for sure. So we are left on a cliffhanger. Lexi's speaking to the matchmakers, unsure what to do, crying. Sienna is safe that we know of, and Jamie and Mark are in the bottom. I'm thinking, I want to know what you think, so leave a comment down below, but I'm thinking that maybe Lexi is going to eliminate Jamie to test Sienna. Like, okay, I'm not sure how they feel about each other. I'm going to eliminate one to see if the other one leaves with Jamie, or, flip it. So I think, especially since Sienna said, hey, if you leave, I'll leave with you. So I think this is Lexi putting Sienna and Jamie to the test to see if Sienna's really here for Lexi. Let's see if I'm right. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think there's something else going on? Who do you think she's going to eliminate next episode? Leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.